Alright. I guess that I'm live. I guess that I'm live. I was meant to go live like 2 hours, 3 hours, 11. I was meant to go live like 2, 3 hours ago, but the conversation with Amesy and Bad Boy Halo was so good that I got carried away and yeah, this bot is gonna serve as an out of character conversation because I did this on the Spanish account and I figured a lot of you guys don't know Spanish. So this entire bot is just basically gonna be me doing Q&A about my character, explaining things about my character without spoiling too much. Of course, not spoilers yet, but just me talking about my character and yes. Um so feel free to talk about it, post things on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. I don't know. Um, I know it's a little bit late. I am really sorry. I do apologize. Um, but Minecraft disc. I'm searching for the Minecraft discs. I figured that having this chat would also help me get more what I want to do with my character on the realm. How many people are here? Maybe I'll tweet about it. I'm doing good. I think maybe after I'm done with this stream, we can play some Silent Hill on main in Spanish. I don't know if we'll do that. We'll see. We shall see what the vibe is. Um, info dumping stream. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe right now. Hey, Realm SMP viewers. I'll be doing ooh, this is real loud. I need to sleep, but my dogs, are your dogs being loud? I may also say I took a little break from the realm today. Like I wasn't gonna log on completely, but there's stuff happening. Technically today was like my off day. A recap, yeah. Um, I'll be doing a short stream talking about my character plus some Q&A. Okay, hey Rosie, I'll be doing a short stream about my organize it, etc. Plus some Q&A. Twitch.tv/Dtowncat. No, Dtowncat though. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Please be patient with me. I've been trying to stream more, but I've been I feel like I wish I could like here's the thing. Hold on, here's the thing. First off, I'm gonna say I would love to stream more on the realm, but it just feels like most of the time this past week, since I'm not grinding anymore, I've been in like a weird loophole where I don't have like an actual thing to do on the server, so I just log on to do silly bits that last for like 30 minutes at max. Um Funny shit. Thank you, Troy. Yo, what up? Yo. Um You could be a foolish and be whimsical. I don't think that would be like. Here's the thing. I feel like I already started a character and I need to commit to it, but I just need to go into a different direction. Hold on. Let me. Okay, but yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is yeah. Also, the bot will be there for anyone. Oh, there's mosquitoes in my room. The bot will be there for everyone to watch later. Where is the sticker pack? Are you talking about the WhatsApp sticker pack, dude? I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked. If Puffles is here. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm just waiting for everyone to arrive. I guess we can head to the potion room. I'll make TikTok canon. I'll start posting. I'll start posting, TikToks. How do you learn English so well? Practicing, dude. Dude, I'm killing mosquitoes like crazy. Is everyone here? I've been trying to watch your other streams with translators and working. I remember Bad had some issues with extension too. Oh no, yeah. I don't think I have any subtitles on my other streams. Don't worry about it. I love chill streams. Me too. This is gonna be okay. I feel like this is actually the this is actually like the start of the stream. So, hey guys, putting the YouTube boys. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my stream. Today we're gonna be talking about Realm SMP character, out of character, out of everything, out of lore. We're gonna have a little Q&A, and I feel like I want to express some things about my character because I feel like some people, some people have like actually been on point. And I had this conversation the other day. I was doing a Spanish stream on the Realm, and I figured, oh, like, I said so many things that some people are probably very curious about, but they won't get it because it was in Spanish. So I must just go again and translate it and all. Hi, Ghosties. Bad, I miss you, dude. Can you log back on the Realm, dude? I feel like we didn't hang enough. Baby Halo, can you log on the Realm again, Baby Halo? Can you log on the Realm? Hi, everyone. Hi. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna be as straightforward as you want. You can quote things from here, to post it on Twitter, like on Tumblr, or like whatever. You can like write down notes, or like maybe I feel like I realized this the other day that I was talking to Amy. Because Amy messaged me being like, dude, I generally don't understand your character. I feel like your character does, like, want two different things at the same time. And it's just, like, to me, it makes sense. Because I know the entire full picture, of course, right? Because for me, it makes so much sense. The entirety of this character, this is literally the character that I've been, like, playing for years now. So, it's just, that's just the situation. So, of course, Raimi's like, dude, it's like you act all like, oh, I'm so evil, I'm gonna kill everyone. blah 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 blah, and then you like go and whine like no one wants me, everyone hates me, and I feel like there's definitely some sort of like conflict thing that goes on, right? He said he had a bad headache. Did he? Oh, Kyle. It's around this area. I know it's here. Dude, how did I get here basically without quartz is crazy, dude. How many times do I get in here? By the way, okay. So, how do you guys want to like start? Oh yeah, I feel like starting with the Q&A. Hello. Are these guys like stalkers? Do I need to get like a restraining order? Like, do I need to like, excuse me? Why are you going through my stuff, dude? That's not cool. If you're looking for my underwear to smell, this is not like it. Like, maybe you're like one of those freaks that go into people's houses to smell their dirty clothes or something. Joke's on you, I only have one pair of clothes. So, are you in here? What were you even doing here in the first place? This is just crazy. This is just crazy. You're like obsessed. You're like obsessed with me. You're like actually obsessed with me. Like, what? Actually boxed. Actually boxed, dude. Where's the thing? Guys, I don't want to do lore. Guys, today's an out of character day. Jeez. I feel like the freakiest things, like, what were they doing in my potion room? Hello? Is this the most Edward Cullen thing you would do? Like, this is the equivalent of Edward Cullen stalking Bellamy while she sleeps and she's not in his, like, in her house. The game is muted. I may have the volume really low. Ooh, I got you. Is it muted? No, it's not muted. It's just really low. Private property, bro. That's what I'm saying. Okay, do I have a sign somewhere? I swear to God, I'm not gonna log out until that person logs out. And I'm just gonna... I should tell Bad Boy Halo to log on to joke on him. Wait, I'm gonna send this to Bad Boy Halo. Where do I have, It's the crafting table underneath him. The crafting table's underneath him. This is crazy. Hold on. Hold your horses. How do I... Hold on. I'm getting a selfie. I'm getting the selfie, dude. Why do I hear music? There you go. Yep. That's me. I just obsidian boxed a Keeper of the Realm. Yep. I'm gonna send this picture. Hold on. I'm gonna send this picture to Bad Boy Halo. Can you guys hear my cat like scratching? Can you guys hear like my cat? I really wish that we had emotes in this server, just for the reason that I could like emote on him. Can Foolish accept my Discord friend request, please? Do you guys remember when this was gonna be like an out of... Wait, maybe I should have... You know what? I'm gonna have my Q&A session in there. You know what? I'm gonna have my Q&A session in here. I just decided I'm gonna have it in here. Is this... Yeah, this is awesome. Okay. Anyways, welcome to my Q&A session. Can we get... I'm gonna mute myself so they don't real... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'm gonna mute. I want to learn English. Okay, wait. Hold on. Hold it. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your hoser. Hold. Okay. Now, what were we talking about? Use this to intimidate your enemies? True. Okay. Back. Yes, back to back. I'm just gonna put myself in... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put myself in here. So we can see the keeper. That's what I was thinking. Like this, maybe? Or maybe like this? I don't know. Anyways. What happened with the plan? Agua de calzón. I was just joking. That was just a bit. Do you think... I think Foolish will actually be weirded out if I give him a fucking agua de calzón. That would be, like, too weird, dude. Okay. Do you guys... Okay, let's start talking about my character and stuff. I feel like if you guys do a few Q&As of things you want me to clarify, that would be so awesome sauce. That'll be amazing, actually. Keeper of the Realm, DR Billy, and PNG Billy, yeah. Should I just send this in media? Hold on, let me take a picture for media. Okay. I got the picture. Okay. Does your Billy have a crush on Bad Boy Halo? No. Where do you even get that? That's crazy. Since last talk, what is the Billy relationship with BBH now? I feel like definitely Billy sees him as like an older brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe not like... I feel like my character... Okay, can we do something? Okay, technically my cat's character name is Mocha, So can we like maybe do questions like lore questions using Mocha instead? Okay, I'm gonna try and ask, but yeah, I feel like he definitely sees him as an older brother, but the little guy doesn't really ever had a family, so he does not really understand like family dynamics and things like that. So yeah, where do you even get that? Okay, I feel like this is why I wanted to have this conversation with you guys. Hold on, let me send this to the media. Just obsidian pox, a keeper of the realm. They're like siblings, yeah, something like that. Does Mocha still have a thirst for killing? I feel like it is part of his instinct and part of his nature. Um, please stay there. Doing a podcast and it's funny. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is the thing with my character being like an animal. Um it's very interesting because ever since I watched Beastars, by the way, can I open the door for my cat cuz I'm going to go crazy. Hello, I'm back. Okay. Maybe I should turn the lights on. Anyways, doesn't matter. I feel like um I feel like it's very interesting because I definitely want to have some sort of like animal instinct or like animalistic kind of like behaviors. And since he is technically a cat but also like a feline, I definitely feel that he has some like he has that like instinct to be like um not prey, a hunter? What's the opposite of prey? I don't understand. I please bear with me because I'm trying so hard to like translate things. It's gonna be harder for me to explain things in English. Predator. Thank you. Yes. So he definitely, if you guys have seen Beastars, you definitely get it. That it's like yes, he technically is like a kind of like a not hybrid, but like a humanoid type of like cat creature thing. But deep inside him, he still has some sort of like instinct. Maybe it's not like an animal instinct, but it's like what he really is has that predator instinct of killing things all the time. And I feel like that really depends on what his headspace is and how he can actually control it or not. Sometimes he can definitely get into a power trip and start killing um and start killing things and people. So yes. Hunter slash predator, yes. Does his instinct make him want to use litter boxes, or he's more of a regular bathroom guy? Dude, he definitely uses the regular bathroom, dude. Using a litter box is crazy, by the way. Um, well, most of we're aiming to portray Mocha as sort of based off Beastar's dynamics. Not really. It's more of like how his core like instincts work. Like for example, I feel like I incorporate a lot the playing with the prey, which I think cats do all the time. If you have a cat, I have a cat, so I'm like I know really well cat behavior. um I feel like definitely, you know, when cats are like playing with things before they kill them, I definitely feel like my character has that sort of behavior. More like chasing around people, bothering them, like being a little menace before like actually killing them. Inspire your character? I feel like it's definitely been in the works for like years. There's like been tweaks here and there, but the original idea, I think I don't remember how the original idea started. But definitely has come a long way. Does Mocha have a favorite kill? No, really, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I were to think, like, are we talking about the Realm kill? Like, are we talking about, what were we talking? So much of Cat's playing is hunting practice? Yeah. Mm, hold on, let me see. I need like, you know what? I need a different like music. I need different music. I need like thinking music. I need thinking music. That's what I need. I need my thinking. No, not this one. I need my thinking music. No, it is okay. This is very interesting, and I'm gonna get to this conversation soon. Actually, no, let's do it right now. So I have said this in my Spanish channel, but I definitely think first of all, my character is fully like asexual, like full on asexual. Like my character has no uh zero, zero, fully asexual, dude. Um. Besides from that, he's definitely on the aromantic spectrum. Like, I feel like he doesn't really comprehend romance. He doesn't really feel romance per se. I feel like the way that he feels romantic things, like you will like say, like how it is complicated to understand, but it's a complicated topic to explain too. But I just feel like um his way, it's not romance per se. Like I genuinely don't see W curvating on streams is real. I feel like he genuinely doesn't understand romance, like the romantic, like, oh, I want to be your boyfriend. I want to hold your hand. I want to like kiss you. I want to get married. I want to have like he doesn't understand that because he has never felt that. I definitely think that he feels emotions that could definitely be portrayed as romantic, but they're like completely opposite ways. Like, hi, Cherry. I feel like, um, definitely. What was I saying? I feel like, I lost my third thought. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, basically, he's definitely on the aromantic spectrum. I feel like it's just really weird to like explain. It was really like difficult for me to explain in Spanish too. It's just like his concept of romance. I don't really think it's romance, but his concept of romance, what we understand of romance, is definitely different from what is the norm for everyone else. Um. So yes. Let me. There we go. Why is it like? There we go. Okay. Let me read more questions. Um. Even though people share the same tasks and same color faction, part of a team in hearts. Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I know that I've asked multiple times to join green. I think and I trust that the administration has some sort of plan for me for staying in red, and that's the only reason why they are not allowing me to switch, which honestly is fair because I don't know the entire like plot line they're working on, and what they have thought for the future. So I'm just like, if they don't allow me to leave, it's probably for a reason. Um, why exactly is he obsessed with Cloud? I know you say because you're interested in him as a person, but is that the case? So you want to find him? Yeah, dude, no. Yeah. Um, like, okay, my character has always and will be always drawn into stronger players, and or kind of like entities per se, because there's two ways to like determine if a player is like strong. There's like strength, like the clown has, that is just like he's strong because he's good at the game. And there's like characters and entities, like for example Foolish, which is an immortal, and Bad Boy Halo, which is also this like higher power creature that's like 1,000,000 years old. So he's always gonna have himself be like drawn towards his characters, or this like creatures, no matter what, because I think he, as a cat, he's very curious about them. He finds them very entertaining per se. I feel like once he finds someone, like for example like Foolish, that has lived so long, I feel like he understands that this is like getting like a shiny Pokemon, you know, in the world. This is like getting a shiny Pokemon. And I feel like the reason why he's staying at the Realm and being so entertained by the Realm is that he feels like he got jackpot, because he not only got Foolish, he also got Bad, which means that they're two very interesting people to be around, because he knows that a lot of things are gonna revolve around them. And he just likes to, I feel like my character has this thing where he likes to understand, comprehend, and overanalyze other people slash characters slash whatever. Um yes. Wait, let me see. So Malka best identifies with asexual but still experiences emotion related to love. I feel like it's more like he's completely asexual, but that asexual, that's like different from like romantic stuff. I feel like he's definitely not aromantic, but it's like on the arrow ace. Like, it's just on the spectrum. It's really hard to understand, because he definitely has like strong feelings for Pengy. Maybe not in a romantic way, but he definitely feels very strong feelings for him. He definitely feels strong feelings for Bad. For the rest, bleh. Just bleh. There's like the only two people that he actually has some sort of like attachment care for. How would Pilly's perception of Cloud change if Cloud was defeated in 1v1 by Pilly? I don't think his perception will change. I think the Pilly has definitely put Cloud on a pedestal. I think even if like he defeats them, he defeats Clown, that wouldn't change anything. He'll just be happy to not die, I feel like. So polyase? What is polyase? I'm watching this without sound because I read Breakfast Leaving this period character called Mocha. Yeah, technically the canon name is Mocha, but no one's gonna call me Mocha in the Realm. Like, I feel like even with Owen's a great example, like Jester Bartholomew, no one calls Owen Jester Bartholomew. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the spectrum. My brother, which one? What is Mocha opinion on Ross? Dude, it's kind of weird. It is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like here's what he thinks. He probably like he sees Ross as someone who hasn't lived enough to see how the actual world is, and they're probably gonna get killed by it. That's how he sees like Ross. Cause sure, he knows that Ross's kindness is cute. He just thinks it's cute, but he thinks it's also really stupid, because that kind is not gonna get Ross anywhere, because Ross may be lucky that he is not full like evil, but he knows that one day Ross will find someone that is just pure evil, just because, for no reason at all, no provocation. Just like there's like people out there that are actually just full evil just because, and that kindness is what's gonna get them killed. So I can feel like my character can be in like a polyamorous polycule or whatever. Mocha likes the cold. I feel like he definitely enjoys the cold. I feel like he loves the snow. Snow's pretty. Snow's pretty. I don't think there's any character in the realm that's truly fully evil. No. Can I ask about, do you know how many penguins I watched die? It's kind of a spoiler, but also, like, it doesn't mean that literally. Mm. When it comes to a relationship with Bad and Pengy, is it affection like cats have their colony or favorite people? Like, they're literally from each other to show affection? That is interesting. I don't think that. I think, like, my character definitely is smart enough to know social cues and not groom other people, but um I don't understand that question very well. um mm, 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 mm. Is there anything that your character generally hates or is fully afraid of? I feel like the thing that he hates the most is betrayals and traitors and people that lie to him. Because he understands, for example, that other people lie to him. But for example, if like someone like Pengy lied to him about something important, then that's probably something he really hates. Um, there's questions I'm not gonna answer because they're gonna be spoilers, guys. I can't give you everything now. That's no fun. Who's the loser in the box? I keep it around. Smoker Calico, yes. The affection feeling I love, but they're platonic. Yeah, definitely. They are in a place of caring and trust. Yes, I do agree with that. They're being in mind. Oh yeah, I literally said this on my Spanish stream the other day. It is so funny because sometimes I do a crazy like lore drop. I do a crazy like lore drop, but it always gets brushed off and no one really notices because then Bad Boy Halo does a crazier lore drop. So it was like, oh my god, guys, Bad Boy Halo say that, Bad Boy Halo say that, and I just realized that I like slipped. I don't even do it on purpose sometimes. Sometimes I think I had like 2 times that I actually like slipped, and no one has catched on it because Bad Boy Halo says something crazier. Is Mocha trans, dude? I mean, I mean, all calico cats are female, so born females. So, so hey, get your conclusions from that. Is there codependency with Mocha and other? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think you heard earlier someone else dreamed the Mocha hatched from an egg. No, that was just a joke. Okay, here's the thing. This is why I want to make this stream to clarify things, because I lie a lot in character. Like, my character doesn't really take most things seriously. Like, I think one of the times that my character had actually lock in was the day that we had to fight Tubbo. But most of the times my character is just having fun. I'll describe it as like Ryuk following Light with the Death Note. So, it's like basically like my character sometimes just makes up stuff about himself or lies about it because he knows no one really knows him that well, and like he can just lie about things, and he just gets too silly or whatever. So I do apologize if sometimes I say, like, for example, the vampire thing, that was a lie. Bad Boy Halo genuinely thought, like, we were talking the other day off camera, and like, Pat, are you a vampire? Like, is it you character a vampire? And I was like, no, that's just me lying. He's just a silly guy. Yeah, he lies a lot about things. What do you think it's inside the book that the Keepers of the Realm gave Ross? I have no idea. I think it's probably something like lore dropper. It could. I honestly think that it was something like sorry for making you fight or something. Will Mocha ever have a home now? He's never the type to have a home. He's always on the move. Will you at some point become allies with Ross? I feel like my character only makes allies if their interests collide, or they have like a same like goal, or like he can lean on them for help. For example, I feel like my character definitely aligned with Bad Boy Halo. Um, mm, 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 silly me. I basically try to kill a mosquito and plug my microphone. Okay. How does Mocha see Foolish in bad relationship? I feel like I find him very interesting. He finds them very interesting. He definitely thinks they're really silly, and I don't know. It's complicated because they're complicated. He just finds it entertaining. You explained that your character has cat behavior. It makes so much sense. So seeing us, yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of like actual cat behavior on my character. Like, yeah, yeah. I feel like it really explains a lot. um, is there any only animals or species your character connects with? I don't know, dude. I've been called a dog multiple times. Is there a reason for his self-destructive? That's a great question. I actually talked about this in the Spanish stream. Yes, my character is very self-destructive. And the passive suicidally, yes, there definitely is that. There's definitely strong self-destructive tendencies. He definitely has some sort of like self-destructive behaviors. Etc. etc. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to kill these mosquitoes. I'm so sorry. I left my window open. They're all flying around me. But yeah, basically, I feel like he has said that he's his. How do I explain this? He's said multiple times that he's his biggest enemy. So he just generally hates himself a lot. He, for a reason that I won't spoil, he's a very masochist character. So he always makes himself suffer on purpose. He really loves physical pain. The guy just wants to feel something sometimes. So yeah. That's a great one. That's a great one. Thank you so much, Tesseract. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, there's a reason. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my character is always trying to pick fight with like strong people, or trying to get their attention and whatsoever. For example, clown is a great way to interpret this, because I feel like you guys have seen that my character is very inclined to have this fight with clown because he knows he's gonna lose. Although he also, like he said, either I die in clown's arms or I kill clown. And I think he loves both outcomes, and that's why he's so obsessed with this fight, because he really likes the idea of getting killed by the strongest player, because he knows it's probably gonna hurt. He knows it's probably gonna be very intense. He probably knows that it's gonna be like really like adrenaline rushing. But also, if he wins, that just means that he will also prove himself that he has finally been strong enough to achieve something in life. So it's a win-win situation for him. He either takes the W and win against clown, and basically kind of like, ¿cómo se dice autosuperarse? I don't know. He knows that I don't know how to translate this. I'm trying. Hold on. Well, yeah. Anyways, my point here is either he wins and proves himself and is like fulfilled with his like level of things, being like, oh, well, I'm actually strong enough now to win. This is awesome. People are now gonna be scared of me and respect me more. Or he just dies and suffers, which you'll probably very much enjoy and be happy about. So for becoming some improvement, yeah. Because the problem is that my character has definitely had multiple instances where he's never been enough. He has this constant thing, that he, no matter how much he tries, no matter how hard he tries, he's never good enough. He's never good enough to save other people. He's never good enough to defend himself, to defend others, to be scary, to be whatever. So this is like a constant trial and error, trial and error, and trial and error. So I feel like if he definitely gets to be clown, which is probably not gonna happen, he'll finally like have one moment where he's gonna like overcome that. So yes. I will say like now someone asked for my boundaries. I know that the English community is really chill with this. I don't mind as long as it is my character. Like if it's a little Guito guy, like the little Minecraft character, the little cat or whatever, you guys can write like fanfics, you guys can like do art, you guys can do like shipping. If it makes sense, if it's only like the character, that's okay. I don't mind. IRL me, dude, that's just not I feel like that is kind of like implied. That's like normal, like common sense. You know what I mean? The only thing that I'm not, because it'll be weird. Like, don't do NSFW, and by NSFW just mean like sexual stuff, dude. If you guys want to go draw like gore, horror art, stuff like that, I don't mind. Cause myself, I am a very horror, spooky person enjoyer, so I love all that. Gore is more like don't. Well, I feel like gore is kind of like a tin ice. Like there's like, for example, gore, like I don't know, like a battle fight like injury or something, or like things like that. For example, I feel like where it's like too extreme, where it's actually like disturbing, that's where I'm like, maybe this not. But like things like I can recall, for example, people drawing daisuke from mouthwashing and all that stuff like that. You get what I mean? Body horror, yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a line that's like too much, but if you want to like draw like horror spooky stuff, yeah. Yeah, just common sense. Like as long as it's my character, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. That's my boundaries. I don't mind shipping as long as the other person doesn't get uncomfortable with it. With my characters at least. I am so sorry to tell you all that I am a very aromantic person IRL. No romance for me, so it wouldn't make sense for me to get. It'll just be weird, anyways. It'll just be weird, chat. I feel like shipping actual IRL people. That's when you get to like take 2 steps back and rethink a lot of things. I guess like in roleplay, I can see why you want to ship me with whoever you want to ship me, because they're characters after all. Let me see. Let me. Does he generally want to kill everyone, or is it for attention, or was it push away? Oh, my character has definitely. It's like we were like assigning him stuff when we were talking in English. In Spanish, I mean, he definitely has like this sort of like not separation anxiety, avoidant attachment. It was like the avoidant attachment thing. What I'm pretty sure we like did a couple things. What do you think of Banger's villain arc? Cool. I always love villains. I have always loved villains, evil guys. But basically, I feel like a lot of people definitely ask, like, he tries to keep people at a distance. That's the thing. Hold on. sorry. I'm trying to kill this mosquito. I'm sorry. Basically, I don't know if you guys know this, but my character doesn't really like getting like attachments slash like deep connections with people that are very emotional dependent or whatever. He definitely pushes them away, and I think that you guys could see that there was definitely a point in Pengy's and Pilly's relationship where he started to push Pengy more away. I was trying to explain something. Hold on, let me see if I can like okay, see. Avoidant attachment style is a way of relating to others that is characterized by discomfort with emotional intimacy, a strong desire for independence, and a difficulty trusting others. People with avoidant attachment style may have a hard time being emotionally close in relationships. Something like that. Something like that. Do you think your character is scared of bugs like mosquitoes? No. He's not scared of anything. I think it'll be funny, but it wouldn't make sense for him to be scared to a bug. What type of scenario will make Mocha lock in? Like actually lock in? I feel like he will lock in when he will sense that scenario there's actual real danger happening, either to him or probably to someone else. I feel like definitely a way of him locking in is if the things get too serious, where he's like, oh, I can't be silly and whimsical anymore. This actually got like to a serious level, and I actually need to step in for real. Which I don't think has to happen. Only when Tubbo, I feel like a great example was when he actually needed to like, he genuinely thought that he was about to like 1v5 people at Yellow's castle. Do you put a lot of personality in your character? I feel like not. I feel like when I'm being silly and whimsical, yes. But sometimes I genuinely feel bad being mean to people. If Mocha had to choose between killing Foolish and Bad, who would we choose? I feel like he will see no use in killing Foolish, like actually wanting to kill Foolish, because he's immortal. And it's like, what's the point? I feel like he'll definitely think that it'll be more interesting to try and kill Bad, if it was just for like the sake of the game, you know, kind of like playing around, like friendly sparing and trying to see if he kills Bad and see what happened if Bad gets killed. Do you know if Clown will come back? I have no idea. I think Clown's busy with something, some project of some sort. And I'm too shy and scared to DM Clown because Clown's very intimidating. Are you listening to a BTS Chill playlist? Are we looping this song? I'm so sorry. I just realized I'm looping this song. My apologies. My apologies, my apologies, my apologies, my apologies, my apologies. What made Mocha panic? I feel like one moment that was actually a real panic for me and for my character was when Bad Boy Halo actually killed me, because he didn't expect for him to commit to it. I feel like he definitely got caught off guard that moment, and that was probably for him a really panic moment. I think Ross has messaged Clown to join soon. I see. Can I explain what is Mocha's views of faction of the new members have been added? He feels very distant to it. I'll feel like today something changed. My Mocha likes empathy for others. Not really. I feel like it's a 50-50. Like, he definitely lacks empathy for certain people. It's very specific scenarios, but he definitely feels bad sometimes about people. But he knows that that is how life works. That's a cycle of life, and that's what needs to be done. Kind of like the how bad can I be? You know, like yeah. You know, like the lyrics to the song. Anyways, good night. That's okay, Frostcat. The bot's always gonna be here. You can watch it after school.
You can always watch it after school. Okay, so I'm gonna explain a little bit more. What were we talking? Oh yeah, the faction. I feel like my character was definitely kind of like at a distance because he wanted to see what the new faction members would do. My character definitely likes to stay at a distance or stay quiet and just observe, analyze, and understand people's behaviors. Cause that's when you understand someone to like the level that you can change, like when you know someone so well and their mannerisms, change of tones, change of anything, you can clock whatever they're trying to do with the slightest change of things, how they act, how they speak, whatever. So, I feel like he definitely was keeping a distance to see how like the red faction was doing. He was definitely trying to see like, oh, are they gonna be aggressive? Are they gonna start trouble? And from all the new red faction members, I feel like he already made his mind. He was definitely keeping a distance and to make a selection in his mind of who has to pass and who doesn't have to pass. Um, and also why like the first few days I didn't do any traps, and that's why we had such of a time crunch, because I wanted to see what the other red faction members will do if they would like try and attempt to do anything. um and I feel like today, after getting the creative kill and after everything, I think today he has made his mind of the people he's actually willing. Because here's the thing, my character is very self-centered in the way that he'll put himself first no matter what. He'll put himself first, and in situations he won't do anything that won't give him something in return or that is not benefitful for him. Benefit, he doesn't earn anything from it, which is why so many times when he's like with Bad, it's like, okay, I'm with Bad because Bad will give me armor and I'll give him like potions instead. I'm with Pengy because I know the Pengy's like my ride or die situation. I know Pengy got me and I got him no matter what the context is, even if I fucked up. And he wanted to see who in Red Faction he'd be willing to work with or stick his neck out. Who actually had the guts to be like a Red Faction member. Other people said that you would take care of killing. That probably Mythical Sausage probably said that, because I told that to Mythical Sausage one day. I was like, you don't have to do anything, I'll do the killing. But that was like a while ago, and that definitely has changed. Because getting kills is harder every single week that passes. Like, you guys saw that Ross literally fell to that pit with stalagmites and didn't even like do the one shot protection. Like, I feel like it is good to explain how hard it is to actually think traps, because here's the thing. We can't do explosive traps because you're not reliable enough, and if we do too big of an explosion, then it might destroy structures, and we don't want to build craters. Then we have to think about the one-shot protection. We have to think about like the trap doing enough damage for it to be a kill, because TNT doesn't really do that much. Blah 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 blah. So there's like a lot of factors to do it, and every time it's getting like harder. So I feel like, do you have to do creative kills? Yes, they are creative kills. Creative kills are basically kills that are good for clips. So yeah. Mocha's very transactional. I feel like yeah, definitely. But basically, back to the Red Faction. I feel like something today switched. Okay, he was definitely analyzing them, seeing how, of course, how much they log in, of course, how much they play, how much time they put into it, what are they willing to go, like what length are they willing to go. And I feel like today was such an important moment for my character, because I don't know if you guys have viewed like Ross's POV recently, even my POV. Like, I've told Ross, like, I don't care if you kill Red Faction members, and he didn't care until today. Because today Johnny tried to ambush kill Tubbo when we were all talking at the castle, and I feel that's when he realized this guy is worth it. This guy is worth it. I will now protect this guy with my life, and I will like tutor him, and I'll give him gear, and I'll give him everything, and I'm gonna adopt him into the Bad Boy Halo. This is kind of a spoiler. I'm gonna adopt him into the Bad Boy Halo, Pangy, Pilly, like trio. Maybe not as often because Johnny also doesn't play that much, but it's just like kind of like in the group to do things. Yeah. So I feel like when he definitely saw John A doing that, he's like, oh, this guy got the balls to do it. This guy's been grinding to kill people. This guy is actually worth protecting and working with as like a close ally, not just like a red faction member, like an actual close ally. Um, Even if it didn't work, the attempt was enough. Yeah, the attempt was like all my character was doing this week was basically like analyzing. For example, what from my POV, my character's POV, what he saw was, um, Scott going to Blue and only helping Blue in not doing any work for creative kill. Um, Basically, eh, that's what my character sees at least. It's just he just considers Scott a blue. Let me see who else from the hostile faction. My character, I feel like my character has some sort of protection for Crow because also Crow is a very close friend of mine, and also because I know that Crow started that whole like thing with Owen and stealing the bell, and I feel like he thinks that probably like Crow probably has some has some like strong like I don't know balls I'll say to even like get the bell and do all that. So he knows that Crow is also like reliable in that sense. Batlino, my character thinks that Batlino's like chill and cute. He'll like categorize him as probably like the same as like sausage. So yeah, because Batlino just like builds. And then we have Tommy that hasn't logged on. They just like completely like crossed them. Kind of mean I never joined again. Average Harry. Okay, the thing about Average Harry is like he thinks that there is definitely some potential from Average Harry, but that guy just dies too much. That guy just died too much. Oh, hi Rex. Jack Manifold. He just doesn't really lock in that much to actually be like, yeah. Charlie Samsicle never logged on. Bagheera never logged on again. So it's like right now, I think my character has made a final decision on who to pick to actually be like a close, trusted ally, not just like a hostile faction member. So I think it's definitely John A and somewhat Crow too. Um. So yes. Oh dude, why are there so many mosquitoes? Is there anything else that I need to talk about? Let me think. Let me think. Is there any question you guys have? I'm gonna go get a drink because I've been talking too much and I've not been drinking and I don't want to I don't want to hurt my throat. So I'm gonna go. Mm, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Be right back. Hello, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. What time is it, by the way? Hmm. What are some silly, non-serious little headcanons? I feel like I feel like he meows. Like he meows. He just meows. I can headcanon, silly headcanon quirks. I don't know. Headcanons, whatever. He meows and purrs. He meows and purrs. Yep. Just cat behavior for you. That's just cat behavior for you. Okay, I will also want to explain this because a lot of people. Okay. What type of music does he listen to? I don't know. He probably listens to some, like, hardcore rock or something. Okay. Is Mocha trying to stay close with others and other factions? Nah, he doesn't see a purpose on why. He's everything he sees. Most of the things are just a game for him. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, this is good to explain. Okay, I'm gonna go get a song. Okay. Most of the things, like, you guys remember how I said that he's kind of like aromantic. He doesn't understand romance, which it's like, but Pilly, he asked everyone out. The guy's so desperate. No, because no normal person would do that. Like, the reason why he asks everyone out on a date and is doing these things is for, number one, his entertainment, and number two, Bad Boy Halo's entertainment, because he gets entertaining Bad Boy Halo. He wouldn't ask people out on a date so much if he was actually serious about romance or romantic things, because no one will actually do that. Like, there's no way you can have, like, a lot of people think that he does it because he's in love with everyone or he's just, like, desperate or whatever, but it's, like, mostly because he doesn't understand romance in that point, so he doesn't take it seriously, so he sees it as a little game for fun. Yeah, and I feel like multiple times I said this when I'm talking to Bad, being like, oh, I added a little, for example, today I was like, oh, I added a new little character to the story. You're like, it's just entertaining for you, like, it's just like, it's just like he doesn't understand romance, so he doesn't take it seriously. So that's why he can throw carelessly things like, "Oh, we should go out on a date. Oh, you should go out on a date with me. You should go out on a date. Oh yeah, I have a little crush with this guy. Oh yeah, no, I have a little crush with this guy." He's just like constantly like flirting, because for him in his brain, it's just a game. He's just like it's just a game for him. It's just like for fun. Um, which is the reason, because I know a lot of talking about Pengy and Billy. Um, Here's the thing. I feel like my character definitely senses that Pengy has some sort of, like, feelings. There's definitely some, like, feelings, some, like, things that aren't, like, actually mentioned directly. And he feels like, because a lot of people are like, why is Pilly, like, flirting with, like, a million people when Pengy is there? Like, he doesn't see, like, Pengy is literally giving, like, so many, like, clues and things, and, like, Pengy is literally, like, there, like, you're asking, but the thing you're asking for is literally, like, right in front. That's where, like, the avoidant attachment thing goes through, because since he sees this other things as, like, little silly games and, like, silly, like, things that he does to people and just being, like, silly and whimsical, it's basically like when he is with Pengy, he knows that Pengy may actually mean it. Like, Pengy may actually, like, be for real about it. And that's where he gets, like, kind of like his push him away or whatever. To keep her still AFK, I'm pretty sure it's a visual bug. I don't know. I've been told to not move. I told him to not move. So it's just like complicated. So since he doesn't really like want that to happen, he doesn't really actually want like a romantic relationship. He doesn't really care about that. That's where he kind of like starts pushing Pangy away. And I feel like a great example for this is that my character does not want deep emotions or attachments to anyone. To anyone at all. Even Pangy. And that's why he hates him in a way, and that's why he calls him his weakness. Because for example, the reason why to this point I feel like my character has been more comfortable with Bad Boy Halo, telling him more secret things, being more open to Bad Boy Halo, is because I think my character Mocha and Bad Boy Halo both understand themselves very well in that aspect. And he also knows that Bad Boy Halo won't actually get a deep attachment to him. Like, if he dies, he knows Bad Boy Halo will be like, "Aw, that's sad," and then just move on with his life, because that's kind of like his norm thing to do. He knows that if something happens and he has to ditch Bad Boy Halo, he won't have some sort of explosive emotional reaction to it, and he won't throw his life away. He'll just keep going, which I think that's why, I think right now probably like Mocha and Bad Boy Halo, like my character in Bad Boy Halos, are very close, even closer than Pangy's and Pilly's. Um, it's more like that way, um, because it's like it's just, for example, on the first divorce arc, Pangy, like, it was also kind of a test, because Pilly knew, like my character Mocha, like he knew that he was gonna go fight people that he may not come out alive of, and he was trying to push him away so Pangy wouldn't do something stupid to try and save him. You know what I mean? Because he knew that Bad Boy Halo wouldn't do anything to save him. That's the difference, okay? Because he knew that Pangy would be dumb enough to act emotionally and try to stop the fight or do something to stop it, or like if he died, he will like go crazy. And like I think Pangy proved my character's point, which was when he tried to push him away, he's like, "All right, this is it. I'm killing everyone. I'm ending the world, and I'm ending myself." Which my character really doesn't like, that sort of thing. Basically, it's just like my character knows that he's not a good person. He knows that he has not done good things. He knows that sometimes he's an asshole, and he knows that he has insanely self-destructive tendencies to just, he just has this sort of thing where he keeps putting himself to suffer and suffer and suffer, and that's part of how he is all the time. And he knows that Pangy won't take that well, and Pangy will be like, "No, Pilly, you don't need to die. I'll die if you die." And that kind of like rubs him the wrong way, which is also why he kind of like, he's been more like distant with Pangy, I think. I don't know. He's just too, it's just too complicated, really. He still feels like definitely Pangy, like, it definitely hurts because he definitely knows that he has a weak spot for Pangy and vice versa, and they're definitely some sort of like platonic, like soulmates type of situation. And yeah, like if he accepts the fact that there's something, it becomes real to him. I don't know what that was about. I'm sorry. Can you rephrase that so I can answer? I think I yapped too much. Oh, that makes sense into taking into consideration with your Pangy class, like even though one of mentioned. Yeah, he's just like, dude, I want to do this, and I've been doing this for so long. You don't need to avenge me. You don't need to go into this villain arc just to like, just because I wanted this thing. Like, I feel like, yeah, that's why like nowadays I don't know if you guys noticed, but my character barely tells any secret or whatever to Pengy, and tells everything to Bad Boy Halo, which is odd because I feel like technically Pengy and Paley were like the closer ones, but it's more like that kind of like avoidant attachment thing that is just like pushing him away in a way, so Pengy doesn't get hurt or gets involved too much into it. So look at this. I feel like it's also a thing. Like, for example, with Clown, he knows that it's one sided, and he likes it being one sided because, he. It's also like this thing. Like, I don't know how to translate it, but you get the love that you think you deserve. It's something like that. So basically, it's just more like he feels like Pengy is too good for him, and he doesn't deserve that type of like good attention or things, and that's why he's always saying like, oh, you should move on with your life, you should find someone else that actually can give you what you probably deserve, because I'm not that person, and I won't be able to give you what you deserve because I don't have that sort of like behavior, and I don't have that sort of tendencies, and I don't have this sort of things. How will Mocha react to Bad Boy Halo develop his true attachment to him? I feel like kind of like in the same way. I feel like you'll definitely start like rubbing him the wrong way. Hola, Tomaso. What does Mocha think about Tina? I feel like he loves Tina. Not like kind of like a wow, I'll die for Tina, but I feel like he definitely thinks that Tina is such an interesting being, and he definitely probably feels very happy to have met Tina. And the whole two apples tall thing, yeah, it's probably something that he will never forget. Not gonna lie. It was also like the fact that he pushed Bangy away because he can't afford having an attachment because of mental health. Yeah, definitely that is true. I feel like my character has definitely suffered a lot, and there's a lot of like traumas and things down like deep rooted inside. So I feel like he has repeated the cycle so many times, and I just feel like he doesn't want to keep repeating it anymore. He's down to suffer and be like, he's down to like suffer, be in pain and whatever, be masochist, just not that route when it implies other people involved in getting also um just basically getting like suffering because of him. Your character knows exactly how he'll get from telling secrets to Battle Halo with Pengy. There's a lot of unknowns. Many secrets might cause Pengy to immediately take action. I don't know. I don't know how Pengy is sometimes too chill about this. I think that Pengy definitely has a lot of trust in Mocha. What does CRPLA feel or everyone? Just out of fun. Just out of boredom. Just because he finds it funny and entertaining. I feel like he definitely loves and enjoys seeing people's reactions, because sometimes people, when you do this thing so like straightforward, so direct out of nowhere, they're just like flabbergasted, and I feel like he definitely enjoys that sort of reaction from people. But yeah, I feel like back to Clown, I wanna also say that a lot of people don't understand why my character has this sort of obsession with clowns, so I'm just gonna like say it. Um I feel like my character, oh, this is cute. I feel like my character is definitely, like I said at the start, always like um interested in strong creatures or strong beings or whatever. Not just like in like, oh, I'm immortal and like, oh, I have like a superpower or something. Also like characters who are like strong. And I think like this everywhere he goes, he'll always try and pick a fight with the strongest that he can find. Okay? Bye. Like I feel that everywhere he goes, he's always gonna try and like pick a fight with the strongest person and try and see if this time he can actually win the fight. Um it's just basically like that cycle over and over again. So I feel like this time was Clown, and a lot of the times, even from the start, I'm pretty sure you can see that my character was always poking at Ross or trying to provoke Ross because he knew that if he provoked Ross, it would cause a chain reaction to get Clown's attention. Has Mocha ever met other mortal people before joining Realm? One. Um. So basically, like this entire time, there's a lot of times you can see that I would just go and bother Ross because I know that will make Clown log on and that'll make Clown come and defend Ross. Don't get me wrong, my character definitely despises Ross, but most of the times he's just being like, what if Bat ends up out leveling Clown? It is not a level type of situation, to be honest. Pide la Quackity Swap, cabrón. Cuando la saque se la pido, no te preocupes. So it's like, I feel like what made things so, and like what fired the obsession with Clown, definitely was one day. Like, I have described this multiple times, but do you guys know how, like, in Twilight, on the first movie, there's this whole plot when the way when they're like playing baseball, right? And like the evil guy that I don't remember the name. Can someone give me the name? The evil guy. James, thank you, James. Okay, so in the first movie, they are all playing baseball, right? And Bella is in there, blah 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 blah, right? Blah 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 blah. And there was this point where the way that Edward reacted, and the way that Bella was there, and the way that the whole like situation clicked, it made James go crazy about it. You know what I mean? And that's where the whole like manhunt for Bella started. Like it was a game for James to do that sort of thing. Like that like reaction from Edward over Bella kind of like riled him up and made like a very like, I think Edward, I may have watched this movie with Mosai. It's like, I think he said something amongst the lines of like, we've just made this as most like fun and exciting like hunting game or something like that. So so I feel like there was this moment in time where Clown came to me. I don't think I was streaming, maybe I was, I don't remember. I think it was off camera. I don't remember, I don't recall. Clown came to me and I quote, and I told them, you know, Clown, me and you, we're not so different. We both have weaknesses. I have Pangy and you have Ross. And you know that even if I can hurt you, you can't hurt me. I can hurt Ross and it'll hurt you. And it was something amongst those lines. And then what happened was that Clown actually challenged me to kill him. And he didn't say like, "Oh yeah, cool, go ahead, go try and kill me." Like, "Oh yeah, no, give it a time." You know, he looked like the tone that he used. He looked down at me and it was like, you know what, Pilly, actually go on, try and kill me. Try and kill me. Go on. It was kinda like a dare situation where he definitely looked down on me. He definitely encouraged that. Because he knew that I wouldn't be able to kill him. Like in that moment, that's where I would say my character, even me, definitely locked in, because it's like, okay, you don't think I'm gonna be able to do this? I'm gonna do it out of spite, and I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna kill you. So that's where that thing happened, where Clown basically dared me to kill him, and I accepted the thing. I accepted this challenge. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna find a way and I'm gonna kill you. So that's where like his little like obsession slash game started. And then he's been like, I mean, I can't really overpower Clown in PvP. He has more years of experience than I do. There's a reason why a lot of people are scared of the guy. And I try to like, that's where like my whole like potion arc, because I sat down and I started investigating, reading the plugin, and find like a meta where I could like overpower Clown, which was potions. And that's why I started brewing alchemy like crazy to get some sort of advantage over Clown to kill him. And then I screwed up because I forgot my axe. Is your a narcissist? I feel like he's definitely very self-centered. I don't know if narcissist, but he definitely is very like self-centered. I don't know. So yeah, that little moment basically ignited like a flame of like, oh, you really don't think I have what it takes to take you down? I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna do this, and you're not gonna even see it coming. Which is why I kind of like grinded for the entire like holidays. Meanwhile, he was on vacations with his family, and and then that was fun until it wasn't, because then the potion got super buffed now to the point that everyone can do OP potions. So there isn't a potion meta anymore. So that's also why I haven't been grinding anymore in the server. I kind of gave up on that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like trying my best to see if I could like. I was like trying my best to see if I could like had like trying to find a way to actually have a chance to kill Clown. Nowadays, I don't know if I'll have a chance. I generally don't think I have a chance, which is fine. I mean, if I do manage to pull it out, there'll be like actual like pull of the century. Like I'll actually do something insane. Like it'll actually be like a Christmas miracle. But that's also why, if you guys have seen my POV, you guys can definitely see a before they buffed potions and after they buffed potions. Because I feel like my character definitely, I had to restructure my entire. I was talking about this earlier on Babel Halo stream and AMZ stream. I definitely had to restructure my entire character and the kind of like storyline or like the things that I was gonna do with my character after the potion got buffed, because lore wise the whole thing that I got planned didn't work anymore. So that's when I started to be more silly than anything, and I stopped grinding at all. There's technically things that I could still do to win against Clown, but too much work. So yeah, now there's definitely a more silly, whimsical approach. Although I've been like talking behind the scenes, not to Clown because he scares me. I've been talking behind the scenes, and I think there might be a chance that I'm gonna get back into that mindset again. That's also why my character has been having like this like depression arc where he's just like, I don't want to do anything. Everyone hates me. And I feel like, um, talking about Clown too. I feel like he's definitely looking for that sort of approval slash attention from him. Of he doesn't want him like okay. He wants Clown to think that he's a worthy opponent. You know what I mean? Like, um, he wants him to think that he's actually a good enough opponent for him. Um, kind of like the whole that's that I think I had a crush out like yesterday on Battle Halo stream being like, does he even think I'm cool? Does he even think like I'm good enough to be an arch nemesis? Like I thought he was like my arch nemesis, but now that I think I'm not, I don't think he even sees me as an enemy. I don't even think he sees me as a threat. Like I've been putting all this work to make myself look so intimidating and scary, but I don't think that he's even intimidating at all. You know what I mean? Um so yeah, like for example, the day of the fight, the day they were fighting, how I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the depression arc of my character definitely started after that fight. Also because of the potion things, like out of character because of the potion things, but also because he worked so hard to get that strong, and when he was fighting Clown, he asked him, "Are you impressed? Are you impressed by this? Are you like does this thing finally impresses you? Are you like actually now aware of how strong I am and how I do it?" And all he got in response was like, "I'll be more impressed if you were fighting me back." That was like like a wooden stack to his heart. Like that actually like broke him. And the fact that he didn't have an axe to fight back was just like, oh, this guy, like how he sees the situation is like, this guy probably thought that I was like something to be, like he thought I was actually someone entertaining to fight with, and then he got so disappointed that he didn't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like my my character thinks that he wanted to be like this super strong opponent for him, and he was let down. Like he thinks the Clown was probably like excited for a second, like, oh, I'm gonna have someone to fight that's actually gonna be fun to fight with. And then since I wasn't like actually fighting back, he was like, oh, this is just a guy on some like strong potions, not really a cool opponent per se. Anyways, moving on, I don't care anymore, you know. Kind of like how I'll describe this is like, you know how if you guys have seen One Punch Man, um if you guys don't know, One Punch Man is this character that basically kills every single enemy in one punch. So every time that he faces an enemy, he's like, will this be the guy that finally gives me a proper fight and not dies in one punch, but they all die in one punch? So I feel like it was definitely that sort of situation for him where he feels like he disappointed, let down Clown, because of a dumb mistake, and that's why Clown probably doesn't care or sees him as an equal or even is scared of him anymore. How do you get Endstone? I stole it from Foolish. Um, am I yapping too much? Be honest with me. Be chat. Be honest with me. Am I yapping too much? Okay. Okay, just making sure. So yeah. Um I feel like the whole like, oh, I have a crush on Clown, I'm gonna ask him out on a date. I feel like that is just like basically my character like trying to give Bad Boy Halo some sort of entertainment, kind of following the game, like following along with it. But I definitely think that my character is more meaningful for him to actually have some sort of rivalry with Clown and be respected by Clown as a rival and an opponent than anything else. That's probably what means most to him. Um So yeah, that's kind of like his obsession, I guess, with him. He also thinks that he deep inside him, he also thinks that Clown is really cool. He also probably looks up to Clown, like he probably if like he wants to be Clown in like a way like everyone fears him, everyone respects him. He's super strong. He's blah 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 blah. Like when you see, like when you see someone, you're like, oh, that person
The gender envy, man. I wanna be them. Is he a romantic? The spectrum, definitely. Has your bad changed Mocha anyways? I feel like my character definitely adapts and mimics the people he is around. It's not like putting a fake personality, but kind of like fitting on what the other person wants and needs, which is why I think definitely it's not that he's changed, it's just like he adapt to Bad Boy Halo to make himself more entertaining for Bad. I don't think Bad can like change. I don't think anyone can change my character honestly, but it's more like he just adapts you what kind of like the vibe is. I don't know if I have to explain anything else or if I'm gonna go to sleep right now because I'm feeling a little bit tired. I don't know if you guys have some sort of like questions you want to know or like something before I leave. Is there being something I haven't explained? Also, by the way, I know that some people get really pissed off at my character for being an asshole. I know, I made an asshole on purpose. That's part of the character. Um, and also I think this is also very oh god, why did my entire PC lag? Hello? Why did my entire PC? Do you guys saw that? Um, is Theo really interested in fighting someone? I feel like he'll definitely love to fight Bad, just for the sake of seeing who is stronger. But yes, basically like, um, what was I saying? What was I saying? What made Mocha choose Bad as an ally instead of Clown? I feel like since my character from day one had this like conflict with Ross, he knew that he would never be close to Clown no matter how hard he tries to be his apprentice or to even be like allied or whatever, because he knew that Ross and Clown's bond was stronger than whatever he could manipulate himself into. So, that's why he also went with Bad, because he feels that Bad fits him more, honestly, than Clown as an ally. Um, Will you say the Arpili's all bark no bite? He's always mean to Ross but never actually does anything. Do you want me to be real? My character, I am bark and bite. The only reason why I don't do anything to Ross is because Ross doesn't know how to PvP. And I feel like that's where you have to intervene, like, as a role player to be like, okay, I'm not gonna be a dick to Ross. Like, being so for real right now, I have to hold myself back from the things that I want to do sometimes. Like, I actually have to, like, hold myself back from things because I know that a lot of people on this Minecraft server are chill Minecraft players or just not even like Minecraft players per se. Like they're not like Minecraft only players. So it's not that my character is all bark no bite. Is that sometimes I'm like, I can't really do this because I know that the other person doesn't really you know what I mean? It's more like yeah, like Ross, I know I make a lot of threats, but it's just like sometimes I'm like, dude, Ross is just trying to build a castle. I also feel like if I kill Ross, it'll do a big butterfly effect, and Ross just wants to build. And I also feel like Ross doesn't know how to PvP, so it's just like, yeah. I wish
honestly, I wish that maybe one day I'll be in a server where I can be all bark, all bite, and just go crazy about it. Maybe I'll get humbled immediately, but I don't care. I'll still do it. I'll still do it. Also, someone asked, "Do your character eat potatoes?" My character loves potatoes because Technoblade. Yes. Point. No, I'm not even gonna explain why or how. I'm just yeah. Yep. I don't care. I'm making that canon. It's not as fun if you feel like you didn't earn the kill. True. Also, like, I just don't feel why I should, like, go and kill Ross if it wasn't, like, for an actual reason. Because Ross can't defend herself either, so it's just like, yeah. Boca knows Techno. I mean, if we're technically talking about canonical stuff, he does. Because I used to play Skyblock. And I stumbled across Techno a couple of times in Skyblock. So, if we're talking about canonical stuff, my Cubito has definitely seen Technoblade's Cubito. And my Cubito used to chill a lot also on Techno's Skyblock Island. So, technically, story-wise, I mean, it's not that they're, like, friends, but he has seen him at the distance before. And he also knows about the Potato War because he's been at the island where the Potato War was held at. And he also even visited the Potato Island Museum when the island was opened. So, I mean, hypothetically, if you want to, like, take that into consideration and you will think that that's canon, then go for it. Like, will you play the hardcore lead or roleplay server, dude? Nah. I'm down for I unplugged my microphone away. I'm so sorry. Um yeah, no. I don't like single player Minecraft. I like playing with friends. And also hardcore, I don't know if I'll last that much, honestly. Good night. Oh my god, do you think he'll be going against Techno like he's with Clown? Yes. In a hypothetical world, like I said, he'll probably pick a fight with the strongest person on the server. So I can see that happening. I can also see it happening the way that he went to bat as an ally. I see the two scenarios happening. As long as there's a strong player, my character is always going to try to roll around it. Positively or negatively. Do you think adding lore-based OP weapons power will help balance PvP? I feel like it's just a matter of, like, rebound. I'm pretty sure there's a PvP. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Because I think they're, like, rebalancing PvP. And I kind of like the... Here's the thing. Here's the thought, okay? Here's the thought, like Bat will say. I think that we got used, like, for example, this is also with, like, potions and stuff. I feel like with the way the things are, we kind of, like, already got used to how that works. And that's how, like, the gameplay that we're used to and got our way around to. For example, yes, PvP is nerfed and it's impossible, for example, someone like Tubbo to kill me. But also, since that's the meta, this is how I see it. Since that's the meta, you have to find other ways around it. For example, now potions. You can actually kill someone in PvP combat. It is just you need to get to the high levels to defeat the high level players. You get what I mean? What I'm like thinking now with one of my biggest concerns is with, like, the PvP balancing is that they're gonna make it too easy to kill someone in combat, and that's what scares me, because I feel like lore wise it's better for the combats to be slower. You know what I mean? It is kind of like, it is possible to kill someone. You just have to like put a little bit more time and effort into killing that said someone. But it is 100% possible. And what I'm worried is that in order to make it, like, how I see this is, if you want to kill like someone like Clown, for example, in my opinion, you have to grind to get to a level where you can get stuff to kill Clown, right? But if it like you're rebalancing for the rest of the server, for example, if you're rebalancing for Koi Piso in order to get a weapon, like, let's just imagine, like, I don't know how to describe this. Let's just say like Koi Piso, right? Gets suddenly like an actual chance to kill Clown. That doesn't make sense. Am I making sense? It's just like, in my opinion, if you want to take out the big fish, this is how I see it. If you want to take out the big fish, you gotta become a big fish. It wouldn't make sense for the small fish to get like a balance so that the small fish can also take the big fish, because then that means that since the small fish can take the big fish can take each other in an instant. It's just like the potion incident. How I see it, dude, because here's the thing. I grinded. Potions are OP in combat, but you need to work for it to get it. You know, like, it's like a kind of like a perk that you have to like work really hard to get it. And I went through that, and I got my reward for my hard work, and that's how I got so OP, because I worked hard to get OP, right? I searched for a meta, I worked hard to get it, and I got it. And that's how I got OP. If someone wanted to kill me, they will also have to go to that hard work to get to my level and to get to kill me. Okay? This is how I see it, okay? But if that like hard work is no more there, then everyone kind of like, it kind of gets the balance, like, unbalanced, because, like, for example, I sat John A. I'm not even kidding. I sat John A. not even 2 hours in our potion room. Not even 2 hours. The guy got a level 100 alchemy. Almost, like, not 100, but like 95 or something. Like, level 95, 96 something alchemy in like 2 hours. John A., thank you. So that's when it's a problem, because it went from like the east, like the hardest, one of the hardest grinds, that it was so high rewarding. It was so hard, but it was also high rewarding thing, because it'll like let you fight other people and kill other people. But now it's like an easy level. It's like in my opinion, it's the easiest skill to level up, because number one, we have mastered the meta that everyone's using, which is the hoppers, things, and everything, and also the turtles, and blah 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 blah. I hope this is John A. Yeah. I'm not gonna rebalance it. Like, the thing is done. My point here is yeah, it's like the machines that we have, plus like, I think the coolest thing about when I was like grinding alchemy was that we had to figure out like, oh, what potion gives the most, how do we do this. Like, I think there was even a day
where I was like about to get in trouble for like the machine that I was using because we couldn't use it, but apparently we could. I don't know. It was like very confusing. But yeah, no. I just feel like with PvP it's kind of like the same thing. If it gets rebalanced to make it easier, then I feel like there's gonna be a lot of things in this. There's gonna be like a lot of deaths in the server because everyone already like kind of like worked themselves around that like prot 7 and things. It is not impossible to kill someone. You just have to like work hard to get to that point where you can kill someone. I don't know if I'm too sleepy to even make sense. But yeah, no, it's funny because there is a lot of things that I was keeping, because I did a lot of research on potions and alchemy, and I have a lot of things that I still haven't said out loud on live streaming, as I'm saving it for myself in a future like occasion. But it's like just for you guys to understand this. And this is also why Clown gave up on potion brewing, because I don't know if you guys noticed that after what happened, Clown started like trying to like brew alchemy and trying to grind alchemy, but it was too easy. There was no point to actually being locked in. Even Clown asked me privately. That's why I also started giving Clown like turtle scoots and like explaining him how alchemy works, because I was like, at this point it doesn't really matter anymore. Hold on, let me lower the music. So I'm gonna explain how alchemy works, okay? Alchemy, right? You can get, like, for example, strength 2, 3, 4, okay? And in this server, it is capped, okay? There's no more you can get. Like, the highest strength you can get is strength 4. And guess what? You can brew strength 4 from level alchemy 80, okay? Which, at the time, it was kind of like not super hard, but it was like kind of like hard to get, okay? It was like you had to sit for a couple of hours doing alchemy to get that, okay, to level 80 in the original grind. So once you get to level 80, you can get like all the max like potions, okay? Not even prestige, just like level 80. So you can get like strength 4, speed boost 4, haste 4, blah blah blah, regeneration, blah blah blah. All the maximum like at least level you could get level 80 alchemy, okay? After level 80, what increases is the it's basically the timer, okay? So let's just say that you had like a strength 4 potion that was for like 6 minutes on level 80, and on prestige to 100 you'll get a strength 4 potion for like 12 minutes duration. Thank you. Yes. So it only increases from that point on. It only increases the time. So what's the issue now? What is the issue now? Since alchemy was buffed so hard, and alchemy has this insane, like, there's 2 insane machines in the server that give alchemy, like, make you go up in alchemy so fast. Anyone can get to that strength 4 potion in a second. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? So that's kind of like why the whole crash out situation happened in the first place. It was more like the other day I sat down John A down here. I was just like, dude, I'm gonna give you some easy levels. I'm gonna like go from like blah 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 to blah blah blah. And I think I can do, let me see, I can do ball top, alchemy. Like, check this out, for example. I am prestige 180, 98. Sneak is prestige 2. Okay, prestige 2, 98, prestige 2, 99. Clown's prestige 2, 95. Bevel Hale's prestige 2, 89. CPK is 100. Johnny is 95. I swear he was like down here for like an hour max. And Johnny is 95. Like, I think even less than an hour. So the problem with alchemy was, I think what went wrong in my opinion was that it was such a hard thing to level up that people got used to, and they were like, alright, there's nothing to be done. We just gotta grind hard to get this hard, like, to get this, like, good potions and to get stronger so we can kill people. But now that's just like a free thing you can get in a second. Like, look, the top 10 can get like strongest potions right now. So it's not even like an exclusive thing anymore. It's like a everyone thing. So yes, I'm scared that something like that will happen in PvP because I know, for example, I'm just scared of how easy and squishable everyone will be if there's like a PvP rebalance, in my opinion. Because I feel like a lot of us play like jokingly, like we got used, for example, sometimes I go and crit bad for fun. Like sometimes I just grab my axe and I start critting him when he does something that bothers me. And I'm just like scared that like if there's like a rebalance that may happen, I may actually kill him because of how squishable we will be. I don't know. I feel like PvP as it is, it's fine as it is. It's fine as it is now because it has potions. Everyone can have potions now. So I feel like with the potion boost definitely helps a lot to do. And I don't really see people doing PvP. Here's the thing. Is my cat in the window? I don't like here's the thing. I don't see people doing like PvP that often. Like the only instances that I've seen PvP is usually when I'm involved. Like me fighting Ross that one time, me fighting Tubbo, me fighting Clown. Has anyone else, like, outside of, like, Red Faction or whatever, had, like, some sort of PvP fight? Dude, I've been suggesting a PvP arena that takes no lives, because I swear to God, I'll be, like, I'll be, like, fighting with Bad Boy Halo and Pengy there the entire day. I genuinely need, like, a PvP arena where you can just, like, fight. I don't think I have anything else to say on the stream. I think I'm done with my little podcast session. What was this? Like 2 hours? Ooh yeah, 2 hours. And PvE, I love the snail boss fight. I'm not gonna lie, I do really enjoy that boss fight. PvE is also fun. Mm. Do you guys have any last questions before I leave? I turned the flash on and I only saw two glowing eyes in my window. My cat wants in. Hold on. She's like staring at me from outside the window. Ooh, who it is? Look who it is. Who comes crying at me to open her window after she escaped outside. Ay, mi amor. ¿Qué te pasó? ¿Por qué estabas afuera, mi amor? ¿Qué te pasó, gorda? Está haciendo frío. ¿Ah? ¿Hace cuánto estás en la ventana? Oh, hola, gordita. Hola, mi amor. Hola. Hola. ¿Qué estabas haciendo afuera, mi amor? ¿Mm? ¿A dónde andabas? ¿Mm? Ya te dio frío. Sí está haciendo frío hoy. Vaya, acuéstese. Ugh. Okay, I think it's my time to say goodnight because I also want to go to sleep. I also want to I want to go to sleep. All right. What's your favorite small fact about Mocha? Um, I don't know. He's just a little guy, 2 apples tall. I feel like the 2 apples tall thing is actually so funny. I love that. 2 apples tall. I feel like no, I've read the entire chat. There's some questions I haven't replied to because I'm keeping that for lore purposes. It's spoiler situation. Hopefully I clarify my character a little bit now. Also because I kind of needed this to because I feel like when AMC told me yesterday that they were just so confused how my character wanted to be this fear thing, super scary, intimidating, and recently I've been just like crying and whining because Clown's not here, or like because I'm getting rejected, or because everyone hates me. I feel like I definitely need to come out and clarify why there was definitely this sort of like change of there was this change of like route that I was going for. Because of the potion thing, I can not be that scary, intimidating, evil character anymore, and so I decided to pursue more the silly and whimsical side. I'm still looking forward. If Clown comes back, I'm still looking forward to fighting him. Not gonna lie, I still have something planned. We just see if it actually ends up going through. But yeah, that's also why I might retake the evil, silly guy again, intimidating and scary. It's just not at the moment. At the moment, I'm just kind of like vibing. I had to put on hold and on pause that main storyline for, of course, some other like what I explained today. So this is also why we're kind of like in a little filler arc right now. We shall see. Hopefully, there's like a faction draft going on soon. That'd be really cool. I have a couple ideas for that. Oli. And, yeah. Like brain damage? No, it was not the potion fumes. I'm saying that after the potion incident, my character developed a, depression arc. And now he's not evil, scary. It's more like sad, pathetic loser. Silly, whimsical, while trying to maintain some evil. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna end. I don't think anyone is streaming right now, right? Just double checking. Yeah. I figured no one's streaming. Alrighty. Good night, everypony. Feel free to like post things on like Twitter, Tumblr. Also, before I leave, I may say every single song. Now that you have this information, I do encourage you all to go to my character playlist and analyze it and whatsoever. There's a couple of songs in there about some characters. There's some like songs around in there about like himself. There's some characters about Clown. There's some not characters, some songs about Clown. There's some songs about Pengy. There's some songs about yeah. Most of the even like the BTS song, I feel like it's some character. You guys will have to translate that. So have fun. Now that I gave all this information, it is not
there's still a lot to discover that you guys are probably gonna find out once some things that I have planned happen. But for the moment, have fun now with this information. Things will be more clear. Who do I know that song goes to who? That's for you to theorize, brother. That's for you to theorize. Maybe one day I'll like go to my character playlist and actually explain everything in detail. But that's for the future, because if not, I will spoil a lot of things. So yeah, do you speak English, Spanish, sí, señor? Good night, everyone. Bye bye. Look at this. Look at this loser. Look at this loser. Look at this loser. Look at this loser. Well, I actually need to take this. Hold on. I feel your presence amongst us. You cannot hide in the darkness. Good night.